Hi, this is Kirk with Forex Strategy Secrets, and this is going to be part one of how to become a consistent trader. This is a series we're going to be having, and so on a regular basis, we'll be having these webinars, and we'll go through different parts of the Money Train trading course. And so that's what we're going to do today. Is we're going to be talking about trade for base hits. The home runs will come. So whenever you take a trade, you know as well as I do, you don't know whether it's going to be a big trade or small trade or as far as profit or maybe a loss when you first take the trade. And so in your mind, if you only trade for base hits, then you're going to be safer than if you're always trying to swing for a home run every time. That will frustrate you if you try to hit a home run every time. So looking for the proper setups and timing for good entries. That's what we're really looking for. And this applies for both long and short-term trades. So whether you're a short-term trader or a long-term trader, you need to wait for the proper setups to happen, and we'll show you what we're talking about here in a minute. If you see exit signals, it is time to get out. So if you enter a trade and you think I'm going to do a long-term trade and it gives you exit signals, why not get out? You can always take another trade in the same direction and not have to suffer those large drawdowns to have it eventually go in your direction. You can close that trade, open a new one, and not have all that mental and emotional drawdown as well as the uh, drawdown in your account. So there's a lot of really difficult things that happen when you enter a trade and it goes a great deal in your direction or in the opposite direction. So all trades start out as base hits because you don't know whether they're going to go big or not. Some trades do turn out to be home runs. So take trades and then manage them. And all of a sudden, sometimes you realize you swung the bat and you hit a home run and made a lot of pips on one trade. So let's go to some charts and look at some examples. So this is the way I have my charts set up. We have some different tools on here. I like to have this tool. It gives me the larger time frames so I can see quickly what I'm looking at. And so it's the 1 minute, 15, 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15 minute. Right here, I'm just seeing indicators on the 1 hour chart. So I can quickly look at the what's happening on that 1 hour chart as well. And but I don't need to look at that as often. So that's why I have it almost in the background, but I can still see what's going on. Then I just like to see how much value that particular pair is producing. In this case, this one is doing 71 cents on a one mini lot trade. Then another is this tool right here. This is where I can click on any one of these things and change all four charts at one time so I can see what's going on quickly. Okay, then here this blue box in the corner is its crosshairs. And these are the tools, and I'll show you how we use them. I just want to let you know how it's set up. So when I'm doing things, you'll know right where I'm looking when I'm talking. So right here, I can go across and say, oh, was there a trade here on the 1 minute? It looked good, but what did it look like on the 15, the 5, and what was happening down here on the 1 hour as well. So it's what I wanted to do. First of all, I'm not going to look at the 1 minute on this particular example, but I did want to look at this 5. Now, this is a period of time that happened during the European session. So I'm going to click on the crosshairs on the 5 minute chart. So you notice that it appears on the bottom one in the 1 hour, the bottom left, and then the bottom right on the 15 minute. So now I go back over. Now we know that this is history. See how these indicators are working when it's setting up. Okay, right there on that 5 minute, that would be an entry signal. Now look right below it on the 15. You can see all of the indicators are the bicolor. And look on the 1 hour, the bottom left, you can see that those are all bicolors as well. So when you see that, you can say, oh, there's a possible entry on a trade right there. Now we have the visual that we can look at. You can also have people you're trading with that can, if they're trading the same way, they can call things out also. But then we have a scanner. that scans for these setups. That would be a scan that you would be able to receive to be aware of the heads up. That's a trade setting up. If you want to take the trade, you can, but at least you'll be aware of it. You may have been looking at a different pair when the signal went off. So then we go across from right here, someplace, say you decide to get out or wherever you had your take profit at 33 pips. Or if you're a long-term trader, this could turn into a big home run. Started off, you didn't know how far it was going to go. None of us know. So you could have taken out 5, 10, 15 pips, but there was nothing that said to get out of that trade. It started saying possibly clear up here, but it was really right there that maybe you'd want to consider getting out of a trade. Okay, now let's go look at what it actually could have done had we managed it on a larger time frame. And there's ways you can do that. On that one, that's a home run, 88 pips. So someplace between 70 80 pips could have been made on that trade if you'd closed right at the peak, or made 50 to 70 pips if you'd had some other ways of managing that trade. So that's where taking a trade, you don't know what it's going to do, but you're stacking the odds in your favor because the larger time frames are saying the momentum is going in that direction. That happened in the European session today. And then during the US session, it started consolidating. So there wasn't a lot of trade to be left to be had. Now, I want to show you another trade that happened just very recently. I saw this one set up. I got a scan on it, and I didn't take the trade because I was busy doing some work that I needed to get done. But right in here, this is on the 1 minute chart, and this is what happened. Just very, you can see we're currently still moving along here. So I'm going to click on this 1 minute crosshair, and I'm going to go back to where the 1 minute would have given you a signal to say, hey, is it possible to trade? Right there. See how early that was in that trade? And it could have been maybe 1 or 2 minutes earlier than that, but let's just say that one for sure. Now look off to the right and see the 5 minute. It's set up. If you know what you're looking for, you know that that's set up. And the 15 at that point may not have been set up, but you could have taken that trade there. Or let's go and see where. First of all, let's measure and see how long that trade went. Okay, that trade went 17 pips. Now we're going to go and mark it where the 15 was set up as well. So we have the 15 set up right there, the 5 is still set up, and the 1 hour is still set up. So someplace right in here. If you're taking a trade there, between 10, 11 pips. So 15 or 10, 15 pips in that little move right there. You could have entered early and then added some more onto it, so you could have taken out trades on that. So what we're talking about here is base hits. And just take, now this would be what I consider a base hit. 5 to 10 pips is a base hit. But how do you find those? You still need to wait for proper setups. Now, notice that I was using the 1 hour. That's a larger time frame. And the 15 and the 5. Used all three of those, all four, even the 1 minute, to bring you heads up to that trade. Now that's right. If you look at the 5 minute, you see where that was. Now I'm going to move this 1 minute over, and we can see that this area right here. Now look at the 5 minute. Now I'll go to where the 15 just became set up right at that point, right there. The 1 hour was already set up, so that's good. The 5, in my opinion, is not quite ready yet. Okay, the 5 says it's ready right there, but the 1 minute's not ready right there. We wait until the 1's ready. It really becomes ready about right in here once you know the system. So there's another 22 pip trade. Now, so that's what we're looking at as far as looking for these base hits. I get 5 pips, 10 pips, 20 pips. Then eventually you may have a setup, and they happen throughout the day. They can happen almost any time to get the 50, 60, 80 pip moves. and you're using the same indicators, same momentum, and you have a scanner that can bring some of these things to your attention. So this is what we're talking about is trade for base hits. Take these smaller trades, they add up, and then occasionally you're going to get a home run, which we saw a picture of a home run. There's two areas right here where there were base hits. This is in the U.S. session, and this is after we closed the U.S. session right here. What we've seen is just a part of one step in the Money Train course. In the next few weeks, we'll be going over more of what is in the Money Train course. So we're going to have regular webinars, and they'll be step by step to see what's going on. So you can see that uh, how to manage things, how to enter things, how to set things up is what we're going to be reviewing. We're not going to go in really depth that you would need to go to if you bought the course, but we're going to give you a highlight as to what you're actually going to be seeing. We have tried to think of everything successful traders do to manage their trading account and their trading career. So you don't want to just manage one trade and have your whole career be on one trade and make the 88 pips like we saw in that one trade. That's just one step. Take all these small ones in addition to that large one, and then you're really starting to manage your trading account and your development trading career. But you have to get the skills to be able to do that. We have made the course simple and easy to follow, quick to learn, with access to others, not trading by yourself, but trading with others to get your questions answered and to not be alone while you're trading. The course is only $399. This is with 1 month of the scanner subscription, which is included in the first month. What is the scanner? It brings trades to your attention. It brings setups to your attention so that you have to decide whether you want to take a trade or not. It does not take trades for you. Not every scan is a good scan, but there are enough good scans that you're seeing trades on many different currency pairs set up, and it brings them to your attention more than you could possibly see by yourself. And it checks out pairs that you're not watching. You might be looking at 2 or 3 other pairs you're concentrating on, and a scan goes off on something else, and that's where the big move happens. Okay, this is what the scan setting is. This is where you would set the scans you want to choose. Over here, these are different scans. This is a midterm scan on the 15-minute and 5-minute. If I check that one, and long-term 1 hour 15-minute, check that one, then it sets it on all these currency pairs. I could take some of these currency pairs off by unchecking those checks and just have it on fewer pairs. And this is where it records it. There's a pop-up that shows you it's happening. This is where it records it. It gives you the time, the currency pair is long, and the scan that went off. So starting on the second month, you only pay $100 a month for the scanner. Now this includes, when you buy the course, this includes 6 hours a week of coaching. Now that is a value. Getting a lot of interaction with other traders, ask questions, you get current updated information that's happening as you go throughout the week. And this can really accelerate your career when you're getting a course that's very detailed, a scanner that's very accurate, signals that are accurate, and get to trade with others, and you get coaching along with it. So here's the link to get your copy of the Money Train Trading System. That's a big link, so you can stop the video and watch it. If you have any questions that we don't get answered in this webinar, you can email us or give us a call, and we can get back to you and discuss what would be best for you. It may not be for you. If it is, we show you how we can get in and how we can help you. We have a few people that have started with the Money Train course, and as we're getting them up to speed, we're fine-tuning this. I mean, the fine-tunes are just very subtle. And so you're having access to quite a number of people that are trading the same system. If you say, I see a 4-bar on the 5-minute or the 15-minute, everyone knows what a 4-bar is. What if they say strong zone on the 1 hour or on the 1 minute? everyone knows what that is, and so we can talk about the setups. The indicators do not require any more computer resource than what the normal MetaTrader platform would require. Now, there are some general scans that you would see if you just were signed up to the 1551 course, and that's our basic course. It gives you a good foundation for moving into the money train portion of the course, which is the advanced course, and then you get coaching along with that. You can go to the 1551 is what it's called, basic course, and see the scans. If you subscribe to just a scanner and don't want the course, then you can still see those same scans that we have. Now we've developed a one, and we're testing a second one that will only be given to money train traders, the scans.